tonight is a very special episode because it is Paulette's birthday. Okay, like technically it's not really my birthday. My birthday's on Friday. And as you guys know, I am turning a really significant age. I'll let you decide. You can throw in some comments there, whatever. But so here's what we're doing tonight. Super cool. It's gonna be awesome. We are going to make a chocolate Cossata cake, which is like an Italian cake. It's filled with like a ricotta filling. If you were gonna make a cannoli, this is the filling that you will make, but we're gonna put it in a cake. We're gonna soak some chocolate sponge chiffon layers with like a really amazing Grand Marnier, and then we're gonna cover it with some chocolate ganache, put some pistachios on it. So just to tell you, there's nothing nice about this cake other than its taste, which is so delicious. And, but we are gonna make a keto lasagna too. Why are we doing a keto lasagna with cake? I don't know, because it's the chef's birthday and that's what she likes. So that's what we're gonna do. So here's the thing, we're gonna get to it. Some of the things I've kind of already started for you guys because I feel like, oh, you know, it's gonna be so great. Now, I'm just gonna warn you, things are a little different tonight because I'm playing around with a new tripod and still trying to work out my issues here and there, but I'm totally psyched for what we are doing. So, number one, I wanna get to the lasagna. All I'm gonna do is assemble it because here's the scoop. Most of you guys already know how to know how to do some of the filling and so forth. You may have already watched the episode that I have on YouTube. Naughty to Nice, YouTube. All you gotta do is a little search and it's gonna come right up. Nobody else is doing Naughty to Nice. So my keto lasagna is the best one that's out there, even though there's 5 billion, but mine is the best. And so I'm gonna show you first how to assemble the girl, throw her in the oven, and then we're gonna make this cake. Good part about it is I already have one baked, but I'm gonna show you how to bake it anyway. Then we're gonna assemble it. Super fast. You know I like to get these shows done in 30 minutes. All right, if you're just joining me, I just want to tell you once again, chocolate cake, keto lasagna, here we go. All right. First of all, I've already taken some amazing grass-fed ground beef, and I've already like got it together. All I'm gonna do now, and you don't even have to do this if you're some person that doesn't do this, pick your favorite tomato sauce. Maybe it is a delicious organic vegan sauce, or maybe it's just an amazing sauce that's got some vegan shasha mushu mushi kashi in it. Either way, we're gonna take it. We're gonna mix it together in there. But
someone wants you to explain the hat.
Oh, well, I will explain the hat. Okay, here's the scoop about the hat. It's light blue. That's the scoop. No, okay, so let me tell you about the hat. Of course, you guys know that Chef loves hats. And just to tell you, I kind of did it for Nessie. I don't know if you remember Nessie. This is Nessie. Nessie is she's not naughty at all. Nessie's lovely, lovely, and she says, I am so excited for today. Perhaps I can use a little bit of, she can't have a spot of tea because we're not making anything with tea. But what she can have, oh, can I have some wine? No, Nessie. That's naughty. It's not nice. Instead, she's going to enjoy a little spot of some marinara. Okay, marinara is okay for her today. She, actually, naughty. Let me tell you something. So next week, I'm going to give you guys a little preview from next week. It's something that Nessie really loves, and it has nothing to do with tea. Some people would consider it naughty, but it has to do with a plant. That's just what I'm going to give you a little bit of pre-whatever for next week. But I promise you, Nessie, you're going to love it next week. But I know you love my hat. Yes, I love your hat. She loves blue. I don't do blue, but for whatever reason, I'm doing blue tonight. I felt blue. And by the way, I know, first of all, you'll never see me in a chef's jacket because I hate them and I think they look terrible on women. But you might see me one if I have to, wear it for a chef show or whatever. But instead, you'll see me wear a hat because I love a hat. It's quite lovely. I miss the days of the 50s, even though I never lived there, even though don't even tell me that I look that old. may look at her. And I've got a lovely light blue, and I've got my apron. An apron is what you won't see me wear very often. So, I digress. Where were we? Keto lasagna. Back to earth. All right, so pick your favorite sauce. I'm going to choose the one with a bunch of vegetables to say rustic cut. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know where it looks. So I'm not selfieing it tonight. So open it up. I'm a girl and I opened a jar. It's incredible. All right. We've made such huge strides. All this is a bunch of chunky vegetables. Okay, so all I did, I'm not even going to cook it down. I've just got it right here. That's my beautiful, amazing lasagna. Okay, and then I'm going to take my favorite pan, voila, and I am going to, now, I don't have to put the meat sauce on the bottom, so I'm going to take the plain sauce.
Ooh.
Check that out.
CrossFit.
Actually, it's not CrossFit anymore. I don't do CrossFit anymore. All I do is weightlifting. And I do have a goal for my birthday on Friday. All right. I'm not going to tell you what the goal is until I do it. But it involves 50. Did I just say that? Perhaps I may have given you too much. All right, plain tomato sauce on the bottom. And then I'm going to take, all right, so here's what I did, guys. I've already baked, besides the thing, look at this, you know how I love rainbow stuff. Look at these vegetables. Squash, zucchini, and I like this size. Now I could have done them long, but I decided to do them like this because I like it to where when you go to cut it, it like the whole entire thing doesn't pull out, okay? Stop it. Okay, so what I've got here instead are some amazing red bell peppers, yellow bell peppers, purple onions. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Gonna put those squash in the bottom, and I'm gonna crisscross them. Let me show you what I mean. I'm gonna pretend like these are lasagna noodles. Instead of actually using the noodles, I'm gonna do this now. Now these you can do with a mandolin if you're fancy, or if you want, you can just cut them. And guess what? I didn't even use a mandolin tonight. Whenever I cut these, I used a knife. Why did I use a knife? Is it because I don't have a mandolin? No, it's because my mandolin is becoming dull. And then as my mandolin becomes dull, I become dull. Well, no, not really. I always am very interesting, but my knife, my little thing is not cutting too good, so I just used a regular knife. All right, so that's what I have right here. And then I'm gonna fill in some of these little areas too, because I like it to be all the way, whatever. And I go squash zucchini, squash zucchini, squash zucchini. Okay. I'm just gonna warn you guys, this episode's gonna last longer than 30 minutes tonight. Take it for whatever it's worth. I really don't care. It's my birthday. You know that song? It's my birthday. It's my birthday. So you guys have to stay because it's my birthday. And it may not be technically my birthday, but it's my birthday week. So you gotta stay. All right, so once I do that, I'm gonna do the whole lasagna layering, okay? So here I go. Those of you that just tuned in, guess what I got? Lasagna! 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 Okay. Now, look, my dog came running. All right. If you watch my keto lasagna on YouTube, you'll find out that I didn't even use ricotta. But ricotta is what I like to use. So ricotta is what I'm going to use because I actually got the ingredients I needed to use tonight. I have a knife. A woman with a knife. That's scary. A woman with a knife. What do they say? A woman scorned. Don't mess with her. Okay. Luckily, I'm not scorned. It's just my choice. It's my choice to do what I want. All right. So I've got that much. I'm going to take some of this ricotta. You can mix it with an egg, or you can just say, screw it. I'm running low on time. I'm not going to use the egg. And all I'm going to do is just do a few little scooches in there. And did I say scooches? Yes, I did. It is a scooch. Is my son in the house?
Not yet.
Oh, how dare he. All right. Just so you know, remember that garlic feta herb dip that I told you I got from Four Winds? Guess what I got right here? Garlic feta herb dip that I got from Four Winds. I'm gonna throw just a couple little shashamushis in there because I can. Okay. A little mozzarella that I'm gonna spill everywhere. Okay. And then, get over there. Is there something in the oven that I forgot about? No, good, okay. All right, so here's what your lasagna looks like at this point. I'm gonna do one more layer of this and then finish it off the top. So here's what I've got. I've got that here. I'm gonna add, and then one more, cachamouse. And each time you put it in there, squish it down a little bit. Squish it, squish it, squish it. You know how to squish? Well, if you don't, squish. Learn how to squish. If you don't know how to squish, squish it, squish. Squish it, squish. Okay. If I fall asleep during this video, will somebody wake me up?
You got it.
Okay, thank you. Only because, you guys, you made me forget. I forgot all these vegetables. That's okay though, I'm gonna put them in there. I'm gonna like just fill them up. If you said to yourself, when is she ever gonna put those vegetables? And then you may even think to yourself, wow, I could have sworn I saw her put some kale somewhere. Here it is too, I forgot about it too. Oh my God, how can you like forget about kale? Kale's pretty much like, oh, I can save a little bit of kale. I'm gonna take that kale and I'm gonna squish it down. Okay, yum. Then, she's back to the meat. All right, here we go, a little bit of the meat sauce. Okay, and I'm gonna squish it on, squish it on. And I'm gonna tell you something. If you like your lasagna to be thick, and you know what? Some of us like stuff that's thick. I like thick. I'm gonna do it all the way to top, and I've squished it down. Squish, 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 squish down. Then I'm gonna finish it off with the same exact stuff. A little bit of the ricotta, because ricotta. And I'm also going to do just a splash of that garlic feta, which is like amazing. Like this, okay? Probably finishing this entire show with like just the lasagna and putting that into the oven. Okay? And then here we go with the mozzarella cheese. And then guess what I got? And I didn't tell you about it earlier, but you know what? This is a little bit of Italian and Asiago. And you know what? Somebody asked me the other day. He said, what is something really naughty that you like to eat, but that you shouldn't eat? Like, if you had to trade. Besides chocolate, which I don't think chocolate's bad, so I don't put chocolate in that level, but cheese I do. Cheese is like so naughty, and yet I so love it. I so adore my cheese. All right, got the cheese there. Last thing on top to make this thing super sexy, and you know, you want your food to be sexy. So I go yellow, squash, zucchini, squash, zucchini, squash, zucchini, squash, zucchini, squash, zucchini, squash, zucchini. Did I say squash, zucchini? Squash, zucchini. Squash, zucchini, squash, zucchini, squash, zucchini, squash, zucchini. Actually, I'm gonna finish it off with the right size. All right, and I'm gonna smush that down, and then all I'm gonna do is simply put a little bit of cheese, but not much on top. That's it. That's what I'm doing. I'm sticking this in the oven. Watch out, dog. Now, I just want to tell you guys something really quickly, because I think it's a little FYI, something that you might want to know or should know or whatever. I actually have a commercial kitchen that I cook out of, but I don't cook out of it for you guys there. I cook out of my home kitchen, which is fun, because I figure that you guys don't have a convection oven at home. All right, what do I got? Do I need to take my glasses? I got them right here. Hang on. some comments tonight? I'm not even paying attention to you guys. Rude. Hello. Let's see what she's got on here. All right. Did you explain the hat? Okay. Love your lasagna. I love you too, and I love you. Where is the soup? Sorry, it went somewhere. Happy early birthday, thank you. Remember, if you want to hear Judy! Oh my gosh! Hey, Judy! Ad-libs. No, you stop it. Scarlett? Yes, it's Scarlett. Actually, that was Paco, I think, a second ago. You guys, I'm getting hot. I have a feeling the closer I get to Friday, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Girl, getting hot. You know what that means? Not that. No, ooh, the other thing. The
there's
50.
A flash image.
I'm getting hot flashes. Okay. Let me get this out of the way. Guys, time to make the cake. We got the lasagna in the oven. The menu this evening, cake and lasagna. All right. Now this cake is very easy to do. It may sound difficult, but it's actually not. The first thing you have to do is do a chiffon cake. Now, I want to show you first of all how to prepare a pan. Nessie, you need to go home. All right, so the way you prepare a pan, you take a big, fat, juicy pan, you cut a piece of parchment paper about that size, and I usually, oh, where's my coconut oil? Let's spray it, that coconut oil spray. Did I leave it over there? Oh, there it is, there it is. Coconut spray. You could use whatever kind of oil you're comfortable with. Don't use olive oil though, because olive oil is too strong. Spray it. Okay. And the other one. Pray it. Pray it. Did I say pray it? Pray it, don't spray it. All right. Oh, that is my new favorite line. Pray it, don't spray it. Like in a, okay, sorry. All right. Y'all know me. Okay, I want to grab a strainer. Here it is. Okay, so the first thing you do whenever you're making a chiffon cake, by the way, I'm making a chiffon cake first. Okay, is you take all these dry ingredients. You'll be able to catch this recipe, but I'll go ahead and give you the recipe on the good-goes, right? So I've got, wait a second. Oh, there we go. Okay, whew. I got scared there for a second. I was like, cake flour. I don't know if you guys know about the different flours, all-purpose flour, bread flour, cake flour. Do you know the difference? Question mark? It depends on the amount of protein, which depends on the gluten that is involved. So cake flour has the least amount of gluten, okay? So we're gonna use a little bit of cake flour, a little baking powder, a little good old-fashioned Dutch processed cocoa powder, sha 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 sha, and strangely enough, instead of regular granulated sugar, we're using, I call it 10x sugar, but it's also confectioner sugar is what people who don't know what 10x sugar call it. I always teach my students, like, I'm like, 10x sugar. They're like, what kind of sugar is that? It's like the good old-fashioned kind. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm just going to sift it a little bit, kind of like God allowed Peter to be sifted by the devil. You know what I mean? See? This is like, you know what I mean? Or do you know what I mean? I don't know. Go look it up. So anyway, sometimes I feel like I'm being sifted too. Well, I don't feel like I'm being sifted. I know I'm being sifted. Oh. Okay. Okay, that's done. Now that that's done, there's two things that I need to do, all right? First of all, I'm gonna take these dry ingredients, I push them to the side, I've stirred these dry ingredients, then I'm gonna put my wet ingredients right in the middle. Now, what are my wet ingredients? Milk, oil, Oh. Hot dogs. Hot dogs. Okay. Is Mr. Corn Dog here tonight?
No.
Golly. I feel like I haven't seen him in like
A week?
a corn dog minute. Okay. This is how I like. That's how I like to do my eggs. That's how my eggs roll. It's my birthday. I can do the eggs however I want. And you are going to give me grace over that, okay? 2 eggs, and my eggs may be a little small, so I'm gonna add 1 egg yolk. Now listen, I'm gonna tell you something. If anybody ever tells you that egg yolks are not healthy, you can tell them they're fine. Okay. Just to tell you, egg yolks are so delicious and so wonderful. Okay, so here's what I have, okay? And just so you know, if you're just tuning in, we're right in the middle of making pretty much like the most amazing chocolate chiffon cake with the crazy lady in the blue hat. So, to answer your question, why does she wear a blue hat? The answer is very simple, because she can. Who doesn't wear a blue COVID hat? I don't know. Okay, now I have to do something that's going to be a little noisy, so I kind of need, I need you guys to chill out. Okay. Do you know how, do I know how to fight? Cholesterol. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Cholesterol. Literally, you don't even have to listen to me on cholesterol. Google search right now. Does dietary cholesterol affect overall cholesterol? Just do that Google search and then we won't even have the conversation. Okay, and then do I know how to, oh my God. Does Mike Tyson know how to fight? Does Roy Jones know how to fight? Okay, exactly.
We'll find out.
Well, all right, yeah, we'll find out. Exactly. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. You can't really see it, but what I have in here are egg whites. Very simple, egg whites, right? So I'm gonna take these egg whites, I'm gonna take a little bitty tiny, like let me show you how much, teensy splash of salt, throw it in there, and I'm gonna start beating the Cossata out of the egg whites. Once it starts to get a little frothy, I'm going to add some good old-fashioned granulated sugar. Starting to get a little frothy. I'm going to add a little more. And then the last of it. Dang, that was dramatic. Now, oh, yeah, she's not quite ready. You should be able to pick your nose with it. Close though, close. That's like a little old lady. That's like a little old lady. Did I ever put the mozzarella cheese on the area? I don't remember. I think that's it. Oh my God. You guys, first of all, I always say that you need a good stiff one. You should be able to pick your nose with it. Okay, now, there's another way to test to make sure that your meringue is just right. It's a little more dangerous, but if you want to make sure she's stiff enough, you do it like this. If she comes out, it's not. Since everything I do is perfect, it's perfect. Just kidding, by the way. Okay, so I'm going to take some of the stiffy, stick her in here, and stir, stir, stir. This is what she's doing. That's all I'm doing right here. Just doing, that's what you call sacrificing. You sacrifice the little lamb, and then you put some more in there. There she is. I'm giving you guys all the secrets to making an excellent chocolate. You can call her a genoise, you can call her sponge cake, you can call her chiffon. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Je ne sais pas. Est-ce que tu as français? Tu parles français? Tu parles français? Parce que je ne sais pas. C'est pain au chocolat. It's so good, it's so good, it's so good. Okay. This is the last one. This is my last stir, stir, stir. So I'm going to stir, stir, stir this girl. And then I'm going to stick her in here. And then this will be ready to go into the oven. Woo! This is a big episode tonight, you guys. Are you still with me? If you're still with me, you're amazing. I can't even believe how long you have stuck with me. Okay. These are my pans. Do you know what kind of spatula this is? Offset. This is a small offset spatula. I'll need a larger soft spatula. I will need a larger offset spatula if I'm to do anything else with the girl. Okay. So this guy is ready to go in the oven. So I'm going to do half of her in that pan and half of her in this pan. And yes, I am calling her a her. Is she really a her? Is she a he? Or does it really matter? Is it just cake batter? I don't know. Do you know? I don't know. My trainer told me to stop calling food a her altogether. But the day that my trainer becomes a chef, I'll listen to him. Just kidding. I'll never listen to him. I'll only listen to him when he says, "Wow, you're strong, Paulette," which he says, "Never." All right. Ooh, she's looking good. All right. Hopefully by the time we have this cake done, which is hopefully very soon. All right, I have the simplest of simple recipes to show you, and I need a silver bowl about this big, about that big. That's perfect. All of a sudden it appeared from nowhere. And I'm going to teach you guys, this is like literally the easiest icing on the planet to make. I'm going to make mine with heavy whipping cream, but if you wanted to make this without heavy whipping cream and you wanted to make it with coconut milk, you could. It needs to be the canned coconut milk, and it needs to be the very, very full fat coconut milk. I prefer Native Forest. It is BPE or BPA free. And anyway, so I'm going to put this on high. Meanwhile, all you have to do, pick out a a good chocolate. This is a good bittersweet chocolate. If you wanted to do a vegan chocolate, because I think this chocolate, even though it's 60% cacao, this right here is a really good vegan brand, okay? It's a pretty simple brand. You can buy it at most grocery stores. I'm not doing vegan. This may have like a splash of dairy in it. Besides, I'm getting ready to use whipping cream. But let me tell you, all you have to do when you make ganache, 1 part whipping cream, 1 part chocolate, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to pour the whipping cream in there. I'm going to wait for this good old-fashioned stuff to boil. Meanwhile, I'm going to take the chocolate and I'm going to put it into a silver pan. Any glass pan will do just fine. I think I left the chocolate on the stove. Melt it a little, it won't die. I'm gonna make sure this chocolate tastes okay. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know anything. Okay. All right. While that's waiting, I'm gonna teach you guys how to make 2 other things. There are 2 more elements to make this cake. I know you're probably thinking to yourself, holy macaroni is already too much. No, it's not. Here's what I'm gonna show you. All right, those of you that have ever done any kind of baking, you probably have made a Grand Marnier syrup. You probably made a simple syrup, which is 1 part granulated sugar, 1 part water. You bring it to a boil, that's your simple syrup. Well, let's just say that you're a dramatic, crazy person like I am, and you don't have time for all that. By the way, is anybody asking me questions? I need to find out what's going on in this crazy world. Okay. I love it. What does your psychiatrist, my psychiatrist, oh my gosh, he gave up on me a long time ago. My birthday is going to be the best. I'm very excited. Aw, shoes. You're so sweet to say I'm strong in so many ways. You so don't know. So here is my simple solution to a simple syrup. This is going to be my simple syrup, and it's very simple. Instead of boiling and doing all that, all I do is take about a tablespoon of corn syrup, plain white corn syrup, okay? Just put it in there. And then all I'm going to do is add some hot water. That's my simple syrup. Here's my hot water. Now, if you want it to have some flavor, and I do, you add, now this isn't Grand Marnier, literally, I don't want to tell you who bought it, but somebody bought it for me, and they didn't get Grand Marnier, and I'm not going to tell you why, and I'm not going to explain all the details. Excuse me, I'll be back. I'm just kidding. Did I do that? I was just being naughty. Momsy, don't be so naughty. I know. All right. Okay, I'm going to be for real. Here you go. Here she is. So I'm going to add a little bit of, you think that's enough? Okay. If that's enough, that's more than enough. Get it? And I'm going to stir that around. Now, this right here is my simple syrup. This could be my Grand Marnier syrup. Woo! Holy macaroni. Bring it to a good old-fashioned boil. It's a bit much. Then all I'm going to do is just pour it. Here's my chocolate. Here's my boiling water. Guess what? There's ganache. I'm going to put the ganache over there while Nessie's getting drunk. And now I have cake, syrup. I've got a topping. What am I missing? I'm missing a filling. Okay, let's make the filling. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now I have to be honest with you. I need another bowl. You should be able to find one over there. But I have to tell you, I'm not sure if that's enough confectionery sugar. Because somebody mise en place this for me, and I don't think it's right. It doesn't look good. That's fine. That's perfect. That's great. That'll be just fine. So here's what we're gonna do. By the way, check out this sexy bowl. This is an octopi. Okay, so the first ingredients in the filling is ricotta filling. Now, if you ever try to take ricotta filling straight out of the ricotta bowl, just like I did, it's a little watery. So if you want to make a cannoli filling, you really need to let it set overnight, either in some coffee filters or some paper towels, like this, because you got to get all that water, and trust me, there is a lot of water in ricotta cheese. And you want it to be like super duper dry. So me mom did it for me last night, so that is awesome. Now I'm hoping and praying that I can find a couple of good old-fashioned spatulas. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so I'm going to take this, is actually 32 ounces, and I just want you to see, out of 32 ounces, you can see there's hardly any water, but this is how much water, it's almost like milk that came out of it. Look. So I'm going to take that, flip them out, okay? And so if you're interested in seeing what was left, this is what it winds up looking. Now that's what your ricotta filling has to look like. So if you're making a ricotta filling for cannoli, just remember, you've got to get all that water out of it, almost like you got to do with cauliflower if you're going to make cauliflower rice. The next thing you need to do is you have, I want to say it's 2 cups of confectioner sugar. I'm just going to put them straight in. Now, something else I like to put in there, it's not that, some good old-fashioned cinnamon. By the way, they say that if you can't smell cinnamon, you might be getting coronavirus or Alzheimer's, and I'm not kidding about that. Like, I'm totally not joking. Go look it up. You don't believe me? You have a lot to Google tonight. You didn't even believe me about the cholesterol. Okay. I know that's got to be, is that crystal? It's got to be crystal. It has to be crystal. We fight about that all the time. No? Is it not? Okay.
See ideas.
Okay, so in addition to that, I'm going to add, so we've got ricotta cheese. I've got some chocolate.
What's crystal? Sorry, what's crystal?
I've just got some chopped up chocolate. I'm going to add that to it. And the last thing, you guys, this is what makes like Italian stuff delicious. Hey, what happened to those one pistachios that we chopped up? What did I do with them? Oh, there they are. Oh, Nessie! Oh, look at this, you guys. Seriously. Look at Nessie. She is like totally a pistachio. Nessie! Oh my God, it's like you're drunk up those pistachios. Okay, get out of there. She's gonna go back. She's so naughty. All right, so here's what I've got. Pistachios, chocolate, confectioner, sugar. Oh my God. By the way, I think we have an Italian in this house too tonight. It's an Italian. A machete.
It was crystal.
I know. Of course it was. I know it was. I know that naughty lady. She seems to think no matter how many times I tell her to go and Google cholesterol, she doesn't believe me. She's evil. But I'm glad she's here though, because I love her. She's my evil person. I love my evil person. Just like God loves. He loves evil people. That sounds weird, doesn't it? But it's true. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to test this filling. That is like, seriously? Oh my God. I'll see y'all later. Have a good show. Bye-bye. Just kidding. I'll finish the show. I'm going to show you guys how to finish this off, take everything out of the oven. We can all go home. We can sleep. Literally, and I'm not kidding, that filling, I'm like the most amazing thing. What's amazing? Are they cracking me up? Y'all are cracking yourselves up tonight. Where's my glasses? My program. Oh, you're my favorite student. Oh, I love you to death, Mr. Tim. I mean, not Mr. Tim. Hey, it's Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea's in the house. What's up, Sweet Tea? So if you're just joining, just to tell you, I made a ricotta filling with chocolate, candied orange, pistachios. Let me taste it again. My birthday. Did I mention it's my birthday? Okay. All right. Let's finish this cake off. Let's go on with our lives. First, before I forget, our ganache is still here. boiling water is here. Now listen, when you want to make your ganache, don't go cray cray. Don't don't go woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. Very gently, very gently. Be gentle with your ganache. Ganache, if you like start whipping it, you'll whip air bubbles into it, and that you don't want to do. Okay, so I'm going to be gentle. Some things in life you got to be gentle with, some things you got to beat. Sometimes you just have to listen to the advice of Michael Jackson. You got to know when to beat it, and you know how to be a lover, not a fighter. So it just depends. Depends on the day. All right. So I'm killing it softly with this song. I'm trying not to be too hard. Where are these things coming from? I don't even know where it's coming from. All right, we're almost done. Okay.
Maggie made an appearance.
I know. Like I always tell my students, don't say anything you wouldn't say in church without spontaneously burning. Is that why it was getting hot in here? It's getting hot in here. So someone turn on the air conditioner. Okay. All right, now I just want to show you something. I think my thing was a little thing. It's a little gritty, so what I'm going to do is strain it, okay? But I'm going to put it over here first. Let me check my lasagna while I'm here. OMG. Woo, she's looking good. She's going to be ready, like, literally exactly when. Okay, so when you want to take this out, take your offset spatula, run it around the rim of the cake, like this, okay? Then you're gonna pop her out like this. Not everybody can do this, but, so if you wanna put a plate underneath it, you can, and then flip it out. I personally think this works out great. Only a 9-inch, if you did a real big cake, this would be kind of a disaster. So I put it there, and I want layers to my cake, so let me show you what I'm gonna do. I'm going to tell you something totally stupid I did earlier. I reached into my drawer. I don't know why I keep knives in my drawer. I shouldn't do that anyway. I reached in and grabbed the knife and it cut my finger. But I'm better. Well, that was whenever. So long ago. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I just wanted to level it. So I took off some of the cake.
Your son's here.
Lovely Loafers is here. What's up, Paul? So, Paul, you wanted to know, what is Mom making? Mom is making, you totally missed it, Paul. Like, I made a ricotta filling that was like pretty much the bomb diggity, so you're going to have to go back and rewind it. By the way, the dogs wanted to say hi, so they're saying hi. All right, so the thing I'm going to do is cut this in half. So I'm going to take my knife, and the first thing I do is I mark it. Should somebody mess with this camera so you can watch what I'm doing? So I'm just marking it. I go all the way around the cake and I just mark it, mark it, mark it, mark it, and I keep stirring, stirring, stirring. Mark, 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 stir, stir, stir. Although technically it's not stirring, it's actually beating, but I just keep going around until I get to that point, okay? And then I'm going to take off this first layer and just put it to the side, okay? I'll just put it over here. What did I do with that? Oh, here's the brush. All right, so what did I do with that syrup? Here's the syrup. All right, now this is where she gets really good. You'll put that syrup in there. You guys, this cake is gonna pretty much be like the most delicious bomb diggity kitty cat meow meow rough rough whatever. I am so glad I'm making this. Have I mentioned it lately how much I love this delicious and amazing cake? And I hear a cat, by the way. It's not mine. Let's get rid of her. All right, so I'm going to take about that much filling, put it on the inside. God, have I mentioned how amazing this filling is? It's like better than I thought it. You know how like when you make something and you know it's good, but you don't know like how good it is because you kind of forget? I'm just going to FYI. It's all that and a bag of Hershey's Kisses. Wait, Hershey's Kisses aren't that good, but okay, whatever. You get what I'm saying. But you know what? I told you to do that much. I'm going to tell you to do that much instead. Okay. I'm not even like a huge fan of ricotta cheese, but oh my word, like this or in a cheesecake, it's like poo-poo delicious. You know, I was like excited about the lasagna, but I honestly think I'm gonna go for the cake first. Do you think I should put candles in it? I gotta finish this up, you guys. This show is the longest show I've ever done. But you know what? I kind of like it. It's kind of fun to do long shows. Paul told me, Mom, why do you only do 30 minutes of a show? And I'm like, I don't know. That's my shtick. My hat's a shtick. All right. Now, once again, put some more of this delicious filling in there. Okay. Sha, sha, sha. Sha, sha, sha. You know what I love?
What do you love?
I'll
What do you
tell you.
love?
I love it when I make my own birthday cake. All right. All right, once again, I go all the way around. I'm gonna pop the girl out. And I'm gonna put her right there just because I gotta do the same thing with this girl. So I'm gonna just, again, start by taking off the top. By the way, this is always easier on a, what do you call those things? Lazy Susans or, what are the cake ones called? You know, those of us in the business. All I'm doing is just marking it halfway. I go around and I mark it. Mark it, mark it, mark it, mark it, mark it. I knew this was going to be a long episode because cakes are no joke, y'all. All right. There we go. Once again, a ton more syrup. This cake is going to be so good. Can I just tell you how much I love myself for making this for myself? Is that narcissistic? Am I like the president? Okay. Did I say that? Oh my God. Did I like open that bag of worms? A bag of kitty cats? God bless that man's poor sweetheart. Everybody is just giving him such a hard time. Okay. So, a little more. You know what they say, even narcissists need love. Okay.
You want to answer a question?
Yes, I want to answer a question. What's the question?
Question. If you pour boiling water into chocolate, wouldn't that burn your chocolate, or did I miss a step?
You did not miss a step. It does not burn the chocolate. It depends on how much boil it is. A little bit of boil and it will immediately cool down. So you will burn chocolate if you get the chocolate to be over like 90 something degrees. Like if it gets like 105 or something like that, you'll burn it. But with the boiling chocolate, when it hits the chocolate, it immediately cools it down to a lower temperature, can't even say it, so you don't actually boil it. Okay, so last things last, I'm gonna put this on there, but I don't want the Grand Marnier to get in there, so what I'm gonna do is put it right here, and then I'm gonna flip, because I always say bottom to bottom, bottom to top. Now let me show you what I mean by that when it comes to cakes. I don't know if any of you guys make cakes or not, but this is something important you need to know. So I'm going to take this last layer, and this bottom has got to be on the top. So I'm going to flip him to where he winds up on the top like this. Now, I just want to let you guys know one thing. If I were making this professionally, I would do a crumb coating and let it set in the freezer. Then I would pour my ganache so it would be more perfect. But I don't care how perfect it is because we're doing a live show and we're doing this kind of fun. So I'm just gonna pour the ganache on top, put my pistachios on for sex appeal, and be done with it and then devour it. So that's what I'm doing tonight. If you want it to be perfect, like the sides to be perfect and everything, and not be as rustic as I'm gonna make it, because I'm sorry, I can't get into this filling quick enough. Oh my God, it's so good. But anyways, okay, so that's what I'm gonna do so we can be done with this episode by 8 o'clock. I'm gonna pour the ganache on here, throw some pistachios on here, we're done with this, and I'm gonna reach and grab the lasagna out of the oven, and I'm gonna call it a night, okay? Because I think we've been pretty naughty and nice tonight enough. So, holy crud, I know for sure this cake is gonna be done, so I'm gonna take her out. Hang on, this was the cake that we had earlier. I never put a timer on it, but yeah, it's totally done. So I'm gonna do that. I'm also gonna turn this keto thing off, put this out of the way. I'm gonna grab one thing and we're gonna finish this off. All right. Did I tell you guys it was gonna be a longer episode tonight? I said that, didn't I? At the beginning of the episode?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just want to make sure you guys knew. This is why I have an apron. All I have is confectioner sugar in it. So, all right. I want to show you something else you can do. If like if your ganache is ever a little, if it's a little clumpy, okay? So you can take some hot water. I gotta get some hot water, give me a second. Okay, I'm just gonna take a little hot water. I'm gonna put it on the stove real quick, make it hot fast. I'm gonna heat this chocolate up just a little bit over a bain-marie. Do you know what a bain-marie is?
No.
All it is just warm water underneath. So you can do it over a hot stove. You can just take some hot water like that. However you want to do it, it's fine. Now, let me grab a pan. Oh my God, that hurts. Okay, I just did that because I'm getting ready to make a hot mess. Okay. Now, like I said, it was just a little tiny bit gritty. That's the only reason why I want it to be. Did I just seriously get that in there? She's like a hot mess. I think while I'm letting that warm up just a little bit, I'm going to take the keto lasagna out just to show you guys how it turned out. Check that out. Yum! That looks so good. That's like our main course tonight. Yummy! Okay. Ooh. Come here. Watch out. Her kitchen is like an explosion. Colin's gonna stay late tonight and help me.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. Yes, he is. No, he's not. Yes, he is. Isn't there like some kind of unwritten rule that like if it's your birthday, everything you say, people have to do?
You got a few days.
Dang. Okay. So I just want to show you how it's a little more lucid than it was before. You see? It's not as lumpy. Okay? So I'm just going to stop there. And if you want it to be like real nice, you chunk that out of the way. And you just run it through. God, I'm getting it everywhere. Is ganache not like the most delicious thing like ever? Hello, Ganache. Hello, Paulette. Hello, Nessie. Nessie went to sleep. She went to bed.
It's ganache to meet you.
It's ganache to meet your mama. It's that DJ in the house again. Okay. So I'm just gonna spoon her over just a little. Oh my gosh. You think I need a, did I talk about a candle earlier? Mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna put a few nuts on top. I needed some of that candied orange, but I kind of forgot about it, to be honest with you. Okay, that's it. Candle, let's see if I got a candle. Nick? Oh, I found a kitty. Hey Nick, by the back door to the right, there should be, I think I'm gonna put a kitty cat on there. Why? Because I can. Okay. All right. This is, I think, is it. There we go. There she is. All right.
Yay.
Take the picture. Cake is done. Naughty to nice. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Chocolate Cossata cake and Keto Lasagna. Enjoy. I hope you have a great evening, and we love you to death. Join us next week. We'll be doing some plant products. Perhaps you can figure that out from that suggestion. Love you so much. Good night.